Good evening, Be The Oneers, and welcome. You're watching the quiz in English with me, Hayley Edmonds. Tonight there is €100 up for grabs and an extra €50 for those who get the maximum number of points. Now, if you want to take your part in €100, you have to get more than 400 points. However, if you want to get your part, have a little bit of a share of the €50 that we're just adding in there extra, well, you have to get maximum number of points, which is 960 points. So how do we play strategically to get the maximum number of points? Well, it's not just about answering the questions correctly, it is also about using your jokers. So because we're so generous with Be The One and we like giving money away, we give you two 50-50 jokers. What are 50-50 jokers? Well, they take away 2 wrong answers per question. You can use 1 joker per question. However, we also give you multiple jokers. Multiple jokers mean that if you have a multiplied by 3 and a multiplied by 5 joker. So just to give you a tip, as the points increase, we start off at 20 points with the first question and go right up to 100 points on the 9th question. Keep the jokers till the very end. 7 and 8, question 7 and 8 are worth 80 points. Question number 9 is worth 100 points. So put those multiple jokers down on the last 3 questions and you'll be looking to win some serious, funny money. So what's between you and getting your part in some of this money? Well, there's 9 questions, of course, and today they're particularly hard. If you like everything that's astrology, solar system, this is for you. However, if you like Kardashians and series, well, this might not be the one for you. Anyway, stay focused, stay playing, because that's how you say, if you want to really succeed here, get interested and get playing. Question number 1. Roughly what percentage of the Earth's surface is covered in water? Is it 70%? Is it 30%? Is it 10% or is it 90%? Now, roughly what percentage of the Earth's surface is covered in water? Is it 30%? Is it 70%? Is it 10%? Or is it 90%? Now, relatively easy question. To get this quiz in English going, 20 points are at stake here. So let's get the statistics. 80% of you got that one correct. It was, of course, 70% of the Earth's surface. 5% of you thought it was 30% of the Earth's surface. I know there's climate change and everything going on, but that's pretty sketchy, however. 2% of you thought it was 10%, and 13% of you thought 90% of the Earth's surface is covered in water. However, Salma, you got that correct. So well done, keep up the momentum, and let's move on to question number 2 of this quiz in English. How many moons orbit Mars? 1, 3 moons, 2 moons, or no moons? How many moons orbit the planet Mars? Is it 1 moon, 3 moons, 2 moons, or no moons? And I'm not talking about Mars bar, of course. I'm talking about the planet Mars. So I was thinking today, so what is it? It's, anyway. It's 2. So 2 moons orbit Mars. That's question number 2 of this quiz in English. Let's get some stats in there right now. 45% of you got that one correct. 20% of you thought it was no moons. Mars, you have no moons. You are too small to have moons. You are punished. 19% of you thought it was 3, and 16% of you thought Mars had 1 moon. Macaune, you got that one quickest. Well done. Keep it up. 100. Your part in €100 is approaching quickly. However, don't forget to play strategically, guys. Use your jokers. You have 2 jokers, 1 joker multiplied by 3, 1 joker multiplied by 5. Start thinking about using them. Use them obviously later on, because that's where the points increase. And what do points win? Points win prizes. And what prizes? Prizes mean cash. And what's cash? Everything we like. Let's move on to question number 3. It's quite a controversial one. So stay tight, stay steady. With the inclusion of Pluto, how many planets are there in the solar system? With the inclusion of Pluto, how many planets are there in the solar system? Are there 3 planets? Are there 14 planets? Is there 1 planet? Or are there 9 planets in the solar system with the inclusion of Pluto? I'm being very specific because it's quite a controversial question. I'm going to give you the answer right away. It's 9. There are, including Pluto, 9 planets in the solar system. So Pluto was discovered in 1930. However, in 2006, it was kind of demoted to a dwarf planet, which is pretty mean because they considered it wasn't really part of the solar system per se. It was named after the Greek god of the underworld. So what do you know? And it's smaller than the Earth's moon. That's a lot of facts for you right there. All of that for a little tiny planet that some people don't even consider. That's a bit selfish. 83% of you got that one correct. And Yui, you got that correct the quickest. So well done. Let's move on to question number 4. One day on Mercury lasts the equivalent of how many days on Earth? 176 days? 76 days? 6 days, or 1,176 days. So 1 day on Mercury is the equivalent of how many Earth days on Earth? Is it 176? Is it 76? Is it 6? Or is it 1,176 Earth days? Well, just to kind of give you a little clue, a planet's day is the time it takes the planet to rotate or spin on its axis. And bear this in mind, Mercury is extremely chill, takes its time, he rotates very, very slowly compared to Earth. So, a day on Mercury is the equivalent of 176 Earth days. So who got that right? Just get the statistics in here. 48% of you got that one correct. It is, of course, the smallest planet of the solar system and the second hottest after Venus. No surprise, she's the goddess of love, Venus. Oh, she's hot, isn't she? Well, Mercury is quite as hot, but not as hot as Venus. Anyway, 6% of you thought it was 12 days. 15% of you thought it was 1,176 days. She'd be pretty tired. However, Salma, once again, you got the answer the quickest. Salma, you are on your way to winning your part of €100, so keep up the momentum, babe. It's all good. Question number 5. Now we're going to go from solar system to the anatomy. How many bones in a human body? Dim bones, dry bones, dim bones, dim bones. Now, remember the song? You haven't got a lot of time. You know, the hip bone's connected to the thigh bone, which is the strongest bone in the body, the thigh bone or the femur. Are there 206? Are there 101? Are there 325? Or are there 444 bones in the human body? Considering that 1 foot, this is a foot by the way, just thought I'd show you, you can't see it, but it's the one down there, has 26 bones. I almost said 24. 26 bones in the human foot. Take all this into consideration. Dim bones, dry bones. 26 bones in the human body, in the foot, sorry, to give you a total of, if you can include all your bones, 206. Yes, that's right. You are the proud owner of 206 bones. Well done, and thank you. Now, you would be forgiven for thinking that the female skeleton and the male skeleton are the same, but nay, thou art mistaken, because the pelvis on a female skeleton is actually shaped slightly differently, because it's shaped that way to be specially geared for childbirth. So now you know, we may all be kind of the same, but we're not. There is that one big difference, definite difference between men and women, without being too controversial. Anyway, what are the stats? Give me them stats. Give me those stats. 68% of you got the song extremely correct, noted every bone down and got 206 bones. 7% of you thought it was 101, room 101 bones. No. 19% of you thought it was 325 bones. And holy moly, 6% of you thought we had 444 bones. Wow. What are you including? Like your baby teeth and your flipping, all them. Kahubi, you got that answer the quickest, so well done, Kahubi. Oh, moving on from bones to back to the solar system. What is a white dwarf? It's Pluto's whiter younger brother. Nay. Is it a comet? Is it a planet? Is it a star? Or is it an asteroid? What is a white dwarf? Now, don't say, you know, one of the actors from Lord of the Rings. That would just be mean, wouldn't it, or The Hobbit? Is it a comet, a planet, a star, or an asteroid? A white dwarf. It's a star man waiting in the sky. His name is White Dwarf and he doesn't know why. That's quite good flow going there, if I may say so myself, by myself in the studio. It is, of course, a star. 51% of you got that one correct. 9% of you thought the White Dwarf was a planet. I don't know if my first question kind of tricked you up there. I thought it might be another word for Pluto. 9% of you thought it was a planet, as I said. 21% of you thought it was a comet. And 18% of you thought it was an asteroid. Noethi. You got that right the quickest, hon. Well done. There are 7 of 9. There are just 3 more questions, including question number 7. That are between you and getting some serious cash money here. Come on, we want some winners. Get concentrating, because these are worth big points from now on. 80 points for question number 7, and it's coming up right now. At what temperature is Celsius equal to Fahrenheit? 10, -40, 0, or 100. Now, at what temperature is Celsius equal to Fahrenheit? 10 degrees Celsius? Is it -40 degrees Celsius? Is it 0 or is it 100? Let's take time to reflect, to concentrate. It's of course -40. At -40 Celsius is of course equal to Fahrenheit. Now always bear that in mind if you're doing your maths. If you ever, yeah, there we go. We're trying to work it out which one's which. 65% of you got that one correct. 5% of you thought it was 0. 17% of you thought it was 100 and 13% of you thought it was 10. Miriam, you got that one right the quickest. 55% of you, 55 players, got it right got the answer right, so well done. Question number 8. How many moons in the solar system are bigger than the Earth's moon, our moon, Moony, up there that we can see at night? How many moons in the solar system are bigger than the Earth's moon? 4, 3, 2, or 6. How many moons are bigger than the Earth's moon? 4, 3, 2, or 6. The answer is coming right away. It's actually 4. Now there are 4 moons that are bigger than the Earth moon: Ganymede, Titan, Callisto, and Io. There we know. You can write them down, you know, just general knowledge. It's always good to kind of pull out the names of the moons that are bigger than our moons. Well, there are 4 of them, and they're called Ganymede, Titan, Callisto, and Io. They sound like a very kind of bohemian family. You know, oh, hi, I'm from Hampstead, and my children are called Ganymede, Titan, Callisto, and Io. Anyway, El Bombo got that right the quickest. 60% of you got the right answer, which was, of course, 4 moons. 15% of you thought it was 3 moons. 9% of you thought there were 2 moons in the solar system that are bigger than the Earth's moon, and 16% of you thought there were 6. Now, moving on to the last and final question of this quiz in English. If you do have your ×5 joker, put it down now, because you want to win some serious money. You want to win your partner €100 prize, or reach the maximum number of points. That's 960. Now's the time to play for it. Now put it all in. Let's go all in, guys, and play for this quiz in English. Question number 9. What percentage of their time do penguins spend at sea throughout their lives? Is it 75% of the time, 60% of their time, 90% of their time, or 95% of their time? Considering that, you know, when they're not in the sea, they're nesting and hanging out and chatting and eating the fish that they caught. Now, you may be mistaken for thinking that penguins are kind of wearing this kind of having this tuxedo look for the look. You'd be mistaken, because it's actually camouflage. So when they're swimming in the water, the white of their bellies is the same as the light that comes through the sea, and the darkness, well, if you're looking from above, it's dark, the sea is dark, so they're completely camouflaged. So, and whilst they might not fly, they can jump. They can jump from water to land up to 1.8 meters. Wow. Now, you weren't impressed with penguins up until now. You only knew Danny the DeVito one, but now you know more about them. It was, of course, 75% of their time is spent at sea throughout their lives. They don't just jump almost 2 meters. 9% of you thought it was 60%, 11% of you thought it was 90%, and 4% of you thought it was 95%. Those penguins, they might not have feathers. Oh no, they can't fly, but they can jump. Penguins can jump. That should be like, white men can't jump. Guys, I've got the stats through right now. Emmerich Charles, you got that one the quickest, so well done. So say 75% of you got 75%, so you're all right. 273 players will be sharing the €100 jackpot tonight, so well done. And as for the super winners, those who got 960 points, I'm just getting the stats through right away, 46 of you. I think that this must have been a relatively easy quiz because that's normal, that's double. That's double what we normally get roughly. So I am just going to, there we go, leave you with a video. We have an extremely special announcement. Well, it's not that special because it includes me and me not being here. But just watch this. We've got a little video for you. Stay tuned. In fact, no, we're not going to show it. We're going to, in fact, increase the suspense, find out what this big Be The One revelation is on Facebook. I think it's at 20, so in 5 minutes time, get on Facebook, Be The One Facebook page, and check out a special announcement. Don't worry, I will be back soon. Have a great evening, guys. Have a lovely time with your money, and I'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Thanks a lot from this quiz in English. Bye-bye.